Andy.
What? Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about Fboy Island season 3 episode 6. So we are back again to talk about Fboy Island. It's been a while, I know it has been a while, but we are back to talk about Fboy Island. So they do the previews for last episode, for episode 4, like the main thing in episode 4. We had Pierce, Marcus, and Jonathan leaving, and I think they were all nice guys. So that this lady was started to get worried because they eliminated the nice guys. So now in episode 5, there was no elimination. Episode 5 focusing on getting to know the guys, how they like on the social media, and it wasn't really good. So there was no elimination. So Nikki decided that the lady need more time because we are coming toward the end, and it's better for the lady to spend more time with the guy to figure who they should eliminate. So we start with episode 6. They got chatting. They are glad that they are getting extra time to spend with the guys, to find out more about them, to find out about the clarity. Nikki came. She's here to help them. She's gonna present like a nice game. That game will help them to figure, is this person a nice guy, is this person an F-boy? So they're having that game that they have to answer a question. If the answer doesn't look like it's a sincere answer, the lady will throw water there. And it was a very fun game to watch. So they asked a question about Jared, what do you do when you're alone? So something about, do you like pleasure yourself, or did you watch anything? Jared said no, he doesn't do that.
I believe him for some reason. I believe him too. Jared, you made it.
It was very convincing. I don't know, when you have his ATM conversation, they assume something about him lying. Anyway, he's so good at being convincing that they didn't put water on him. And Benedict, they asked him, what do you think is the best liar? He said the twins. That's a question to Keith. Who do you think is the smartest? He said Haley's the smartest about it. So they put water on him. Like, you need to be able to like answer the question. So no, all of you guys are smarter, you know, stuff like that. And Katie asked the question to Vince, what is her cat name? He kind of figured out, but it wasn't really the name. She put water on it. She was kind of mad. She said, how? We talked about this. How can you miss this answer?
We've talked about my cat, Tommy, many times.
Now they have a game, F, Mary, Gus. Oh my goodness, the twins are messy. They asked a question to Elisha. Elisha is the one who's dating Katie at the moment, and Elijah is the one. Elisha is Kim. Elijah, the one who's dating Harley, is AJ. They asked a question to Elisha or Kim, who do you marry, F and Gus? I said, I marry Katie, and I F Haley because Haley is my twins girl. It's like, it was so messy that they didn't like his answer, and I ghost Daniela. So messy. Not a very smart answer.
What? Wait, did he say F? I told you. Why would you not ghost me?
The girl didn't like it. Now they asked the same question to Elijah or AJ. AJ said, okay, I will ghost Katie because she's dating my brother. I will marry, of course, I will marry Haley, and I will have Daniel and stuff like that. Wasn't the best, but better than the Elisha answer.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good to me. You did better than your brother.
I think they asked a question to Marco about who do you want to go, like to get eliminated. Marco said Mercedes. I think it's Marco said Mercedes. Mercedes was mad at him. It's like, I'm your roommate. How can you say that? No, I'm confused. Like, the question Marco was like, who do you think is the F-boy here? And Marco said Mercedes. So Mercedes said, are you kidding me? We are roommates. How can you say that about me? Are you kidding me? Mercedes wasn't really happy about that. Haley have another date. After they done with the game, the result of this game create some kind of feel between Marco and Mercedes. So not good, Marco. You find yourself in another drama. I don't know. And it also created the doubt about the twins, so the girls are not sure about the twin anymore. Remember, like the last episode, they were able to get themselves out of the drama when the two ladies took them on the date in the goal to eliminate them. They were able to convince us and not get eliminated. This time, I'm not sure it's gonna be the case. So Haley has another date. Haley has another date with Mercedes. When Mercedes first arrived, she had a date with Mercedes. Mercedes getting a second date with Haley. She said she wanted to find herself if Mercedes the F-boys, because during the game Marco said the person is very confident about being an F-boy is Mercedes. She took Mercedes on a date. Kitty, I don't know if it was a date yet, but she was having a conversation with Alasha, one of the twin that she have a connection with. So when God always talk, at this point it's been like a couple of weeks, like Katie have a conversation with Benedict later about how is this gonna work outside of this. That's where the conversation should be at this stage of like dating. I think the conversation that they should have should be about how is our connection gonna work in the real world. But the problem with Aranja is still in the flirting stage. It's like they are not moving forward. Yes, it's still flirting.
I like pretty girls. I like if you're pretty, you know what I'm saying? But also I want you to have a head. I'm a businessman, so I go and handle business.
If Katie did it like that, he didn't ask her any question about herself. He didn't ask her to say, do you know what I like? So do you know if I have sisters? What do you know about me?
What do you know about me?
She didn't like that all the conversation was really flirty. It's like he's like, I like pretty girl, I like pretty girl. I just don't like pretty girl. I like pretty girl that have something. I like something about smart pretty girl. I don't know where he was going with this conversation. It was going nowhere. Katie was pissed. She feel like, look at Benedict who just got there. The connection is getting stronger. You has been here for a while. You spend more time playing with your twin brother than actually getting to know me. She didn't say that. I'm like, if I was Katie, this is how we feel about Alasha. So she didn't like the conversation. She said, I'm just going home. She said, instead of staying here talking to you, we are getting nowhere. Alasha got up. I think I'm going home. He told that to his twin brothers. What's gonna happen? I don't know yet. Daniela is talking to Christian. I think Daniela, I don't know if it was a date yet. I think they were just the date was kind of quick here. She have another date with Christian. And Haley, she's spending time talking to Mercedes. More time talking to Mercedes. It's the date that she have with Mercedes that keep going. Or they are having like just a conversation. She really like Mercedes, but Haley is trying to proceed with caution. She doesn't want to get herself in trouble, making the wrong decision, stuff like that.
With Mercedes, I'm proceeding with caution because I would hate to get to the end and then find out that he is playing a game with me.
Alasha is mad at his brother. Alasha, I love her. Alasha is giving advice to his brother because after the date he had with Kitty, I don't know why sometimes he lash out, he start talking in a very I don't know, diplomatic way, if I can say. I don't know how to express that. A very controlled way. Is Alasha, the one who has a connection with her, tell you, Paul, you should stop that. You should stop to lash out. Control your emotion. You shouldn't act like that. So we will raise high. So he telling his brother, you shouldn't be like this way. You should control those emotions. This is not how you're supposed to act.
Don't lash out. Be a man of pride. Be a man that sit here and held his head high and look at it and keep trying.
The conversation didn't go well with Katie. Just go sleep on it. When Mercedes came back for his date, he's greeting the guy and he wanted to greet Key. Key was like, don't touch me. I forgot to say something. Do you know, is this person F-boy or not? And they asked the questions to Mercedes. Before Marco said that they think Mercedes is F-boy, they asked the question, who do you think should not be here? Mercedes said Key. He said because Key doesn't really have a connection with Haley.
Would I like to see go home?
Yeah.
Keith. I don't think he has a connection with Hallie.
So he thinks Key should go home. So because of that, Key and Mercedes, they don't really get along. So when Mercedes came back from his date, he was greeting the guy and he tried to greet Key. Key was like, don't touch me. The more Mercedes tried to talk about his date, the guys who has a connection with Haiti start getting up and leave. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, it was another amazing date. So sorry, but you know, it's kind of what it is.
The next day we have Katie. She going on her second day. Like I said, yeah, it wasn't a date. It was just the girls talking. It wasn't a date yet. So when Katie was talking to twins one or Alasha, and Daniela was talking to Christian, the only person who has a date was Haley and Mercedes. That was the first date. Now the second date, this is where we see Katie should have a second date, and the person she chose to go on the date with was Benedict. Benedict is having a second date. Remember, you notice that those guys who just got here, they are already getting not only first date but second date. They are way advanced compared to the guy that was here, who keep getting eliminated like fly. They're hanging by the pool, so they're just hanging by the pool talking, and they're having, like I was saying earlier, a very deep conversation, not just like, oh, you're cute, you're beautiful. They're actually talking about, is this gonna work? If we're getting outside of this, is this gonna work? Katie, she seemed very interesting, Benedict, and I didn't know, but she's really interested in him, and they're both comedians. They're trying to figure, so with your career and mine, is this gonna work? Is this gonna work outside of her? Benedict is saying, yeah, I want a relationship, I want this, I want that. So Katie is very excited, even though I love Vince. I really like, my pick is Vince. But if Katie end up with Benedict, and we talk about in episode 7, there's a lot of things going on in episode 7. If she end up with Benedict, and if he is a nice guy or F-boy, if the relationship is legit, not like Jared that keep telling us something opposite. We don't know yet if Jared gonna change his mind. But if the relationship is legit, I would really be happy for her. Even if energy wasn't the one I was like seeing for her at the beginning, but she really seems to be interested in him, and I just want her to be happy to find her person. So she's very attracted to Benedict, and they're talking about life outside of this. He said he want to move to California. She's happy about that. She's happy, like, oh, this is somebody I can see the future with. Just like I was talking about, like the Alasha part of date, that it was like the conversation was getting pretty much nowhere. Even though I love the twins, I was a little bit disappointed that Daniela, she had a date with Christian. So the second day, Christian is also getting a second date. Daniela is really leading toward a nice guy. I'm so proud of her. I think I judged Daniela so quickly at the beginning, being interested in Jared and CJ. We don't know yet if they are F-boy or nice guy, but we know Jared is a F-boy. But based on CJ, Instagram, social media, it wasn't really good. It was giving like the F-boy vibe. But episode 7, we review everybody identity. Are you a F-boy? Are you a nice guy? We found out about all of those guys' true identity, and we will see how that go. But for now, I really love that her relationship with Christian is going well. She actually gave him a chance. She actually want to find a real connection with a nice guy, and Christian seems like that person. Okay, I'm not giving you any tea like that. Daniela is teaching me how to like use skateboard, and he's catching up very quickly.
Oh, he's already got it.
Because I have like a skateboard. Every time I get on that thing, I feel like I'm gonna fall and break my head. I'm just like, if there's a connection here, Daniela end up with a nice guy. I don't know yet. With someone like Christian, I would be so happy for the relationship, because so far they connect on family and all the things. So it seems like a great guy. And I told you guys, Christian is so my type. Yeah. So if it go well with Daniela, I will be just happy for her. And also like CJ, I don't know. I can question me, but CJ is always there. The rest of the guy are talking about how they date when Benny is back and Christian is back, so they are just talking about their date. And they start talking about the thing like elimination. The mixer is coming soon. Alasha who has a moment with Katie, like they were just talking and the talk was not going anywhere. He thinks it's gonna be eliminated for sure, so he's just getting ready for that. You see that Daniel and Christian are boring. Doesn't mean that I need to be boring also, you know, because he's playing like a personality. He's playing like that whole of like, oh, I'm not really interested in Daniela. He already told us. It's not that he doesn't even like kissing her. He told us that. So he said, oh, they're both boring. That means I have to be boring. So we know that he's playing the role. He's playing character. They haven't shared a lot of Jared this past few episodes. At least these 2 episodes. Also, is Daniela and Jared still have a connection because they haven't featured that connection. They are showing Christian more, they are showing CJ more, so I don't know about Jared anymore. But he's still playing his game. Maybe they still have conversation, but they just don't show it. So now we have the mixer. The guys are getting ready for the mixer. Kim and Key are worried. Key because like Mercedes say he has the least connection with Haley, and Kim because of the conversation that he had with Katie. Haley and Key are talking. Kim asked Haley, do you think we don't have any romantic connection? She said, I'm on the guy. I think it's the least connection. It's the least romantic. So she told him.
I do think out of all my connections, we have the least romantic one.
Katie and Kim, I'm talking. They would just show them talking here. They didn't highlight too much of the conversation. We have Daniela and CJ. I really like CJ due to social media, but I shouldn't judge a person just based on the social media. CJ said our conversation doesn't have to be about my social media. So CJ says is try to establish like I want a connection with you. I really want our connection to go. Forget about my social media. So he want to create like a new image for himself. And it was so great. I was like, at the beginning, I was like, CJ is so amazing. I like CJ more than Jared. Even before Jared revealed that he's a Fboy, even after Jared, I know Jared passed. I didn't like Jared. I like CJ. So I'm a little bit disappointed because of the social media. But let's see how that connection will go if it's still here in episode 7. So Daniel and Danny talk. Danny is also scared because of the elimination. The sad thing that Danny is trying to like build a connection with Daniela, but Daniela has been so excited. I don't know why. I feel like Daniela, you're not giving this guy a chance. It's like I assume every time Danny want to talk to Daniela, or even when you talk to her, you want to like, let's get to this place, let's get comfortable, let's get to the romantic connection. I'm joking because it's not the way you're talking. You're supposed to tell somebody, oh, let's get to the romantic connection. But I just feel like the connection is not happening. I don't know why. Danny is trying Daniela, and she's like, no, you're not for me. She never really gave him a chance, so nothing ever go there. I wouldn't be surprised if he get eliminated. That's what was in my mind. Let's see, is it going to be eliminated? Is it going to be here? We're going to see. Because we are just at the elimination very soon. Kay's talking about Mercedes. Before the elimination, there was kind of a big drama. Maybe a big drama. Okay, let's talk about that. Kay told Haley that he heard Mercedes say to all the girls in New York, why did they have to pay Haley? So say that she's not really pretty. That's what he mean by that statement. This is the person that they choose to cast to come out to bring everyone into.
Out of all the girls in New York, they picked Haley. There wasn't nobody better. Like, that was the best one they could find.
All the girls that they have in New York, oh my God, poor Haley. She had a strong connection with Mercedes. Now it was so difficult for her. She felt overwhelmed. She wanted to talk to the producer. Producer said, what do you want to do? She said she want to talk to Mercedes. And she talked to Mercedes. Mercedes said, I never said that. I've been to New York only once.
And he just completely made that up. I've been to New York one time. I don't know anyone from New York. It doesn't even make sense.
So she doesn't know am I supposed to trust this guy? I have a connection with him. We have been told it. And then she wanted to talk to Key and ask Key, who told you that? Key said one of the twin. She talked to the twin that she have a connection with Elijah. Elijah said, I never say that. I never said that, but I feel like there's something about Elijah that I don't trust. And we're gonna learn a little bit later. She went, Elijah, now the one who tried to redeem his connection after having like a very bad moment with Katie. We're talking to Katie, and Katie came. She said, I want to ask you, did you say this and that to Kim? And you already saw the surprise in his face. I just knew that Elijah or Kim didn't say anything. It wasn't him. And then Mr. Elijah, in his confession, is telling us that I just made up that story.
I made it up.
And I told Key, I didn't know he was going to tell Haley and stuff like that. I'm saying, oh my God, what are you doing? She was already hurt. She was already hurt. If it's something that you made up to tell another contestant, that's not good. Seriously, AJ, what are you doing? But that didn't, she have a strong connection with Mercedes so far. So she's still like, I'm going to just trust that connection. The person will bring the drama. I don't know about you. I don't even have a connection, strong connection with you. So let's see. Now we have the elimination. The girl has to choose or nominate the bottom two who they want to eliminate it. You know, the same scenario. The guys have to say that, please trust me, let me stay, blah blah blah, all those things. And then the girl has to eliminate, and we have to find out who's Fboy, who's not. It's always the same story here. So Daniela chose to put CJ and Danny in her bottom two. I'm like, when I see the name just going, I'll circle the person who's gonna go on even before they say CJ and Danny. Who do you think? Haley choose Key and Elijah. Key and Elijah, who do you think? And Katie, she chose Kim and Marco. I'm like, Kim and Marco, who do you think again? That was easy to circle. It was like answer two of us, or who do you think we should have answer? I played this game. Now they have to give the reason why they're in the bottom two. Daniela said, she said to Danny, we haven't really formed a connection. Like, Daniela, you never gave me a chance. And Danny said, I just want an opportunity to build trust first and we can form that connection. I really believe Danny. I really think Danny is a good guy. So for CJ on her bottom, she said, we started strong and now with the social media thing, it's like you went back. So it's been hard to get back to that track. So she doesn't really know where the connection stands. And Mr. CJ said, I will wipe all my social media. I'm ready to wipe all that social media.
Jay, are you saying that you will delete your TikTok?
100% okay with deleting my social media.
I've always wanted a man to say that to me. Hallie.
Lady, she talked to Kid. She said, oh, we haven't really built a strong, we don't have a strong romantic connection. And she have a hard time to trust him because he's the one who brought the drama, remember. Even when the guy would ask, he say, I say this about Mercedes and I don't really care. I say my biz and stuff like that. So he didn't like that. I'm not the one who said. He said to the guy, yeah, I told her that. And she said she have a hard time trusting him. He said, we are different. It takes time to make something. And he said, I know you will make a great decision. So when it comes to Katie and Marco, they have a connection in the beginning, and I feel like the connection didn't move like fast. Marco said something, he's learning and growing. When it comes to Kim, I want to believe you, but you're doing too much game, so I'm not sure. So and again, Kim said something about whether I'm live or scared. I'm like, I'm learning, I'm a better man. You know, he always have those speech that already. I told you, I don't like those speech. Daniela should eliminate Danny. I'm not surprised. And Danny ended up to be a nice guy. She probably wasn't really attracted to him. That's why she never really gave him a chance. Haley, she eliminated Key. And Key ended up to be an Fboy. I was surprised after the conversation that he had with Haley. They connected about people judge him to dating men and stuff like that. I thought Key was a nice guy because they have such a great conversation. So Keith, Fboy, and also Katie, she eliminated Kim, one of the twins. I'm like, it's probably good for one of the twins to go on, because I'm just so tired of the promise, especially at this stage. The promise exists, there's always that. I'm just tired of the twins always joking around. I just want a twin have his own personality without his brother. And I say later, he say he hasn't been separate from his brother for more than 2 days. Maybe you need to be separate. Maybe it's the first time you'll be separate from your brother for more than 2 days. And actually it's good. So I like that one of the twins. It's unfortunate that is my favorite twin that go home. No offense, Elijah who has a connection with Haley. I just love Kim, and I was so disappointed where the connection didn't work with Katie. See, I make a program. I was able to distinguish them and to choose my favorite. Like I said, Keith is Fboy, and Kim, one of the twins, or Alasha, is also Fboy. Wow, what does that mean about his brother? We will find out not later, soon, in episode 7 of Fboy Island. Okay, did they say nice guy, nice guy, or Fboy, Fboy? I don't remember. Maybe, I don't know. I was just sleeping when I was watching the show. Anyway, Danny, nice guy, nice try. Kim, Fboy, Fboy. See you guys in episode 7. Bye.
Mercedes is a fashion house. Floral lace, long sleeve blouse. It's one of those things where you know you're dating a bad bitch.